Welcome to the Greenbelt with the River Meditation. As with the lake, we're here to reflect on a thought, a feeling, or just what's important to you. Or as you're going through the Greenbelt, a value that's important to you. To start, we find our meditation spot and we get into the posture, comfortable but alert, shoulders up, back, and relaxed. We start with the breath and your eyes closed. A nice breath into our stomach, up to our chest, and exhale. And as you breathe deeply, as you focus on the body, allowing a sense of curiosity, what are you hearing? My voice? Your breath? What are you seeing with your eyes closed? What can you smell? What can you feel where you sit? And then we focus a bit inward. So we place ourselves by a river. Could be the Sacramento River, Klamath River, Truckee River, or Bayona Creek, right by the bike path. And we have a thought or just a feeling or a value. As you explore what's important to you, do any feelings come up? Think of a value that's important to you. What was important to you as a kid? Are you on your own way to living that value? Or have your fears gotten in your way? What's coming up? A sense of regret or sadness or maybe optimism, hope? What I'd like you to do, my aspiring green belts, is to take that feeling, take what comes up, and send it out into the river. You can place it on a leaf, a maple leaf or a lily pad. Put it out into the river and just let it float. Maybe it'll float right down out of sight. Maybe it'll hang around for a while, bobbing back and forth. Your job is simply to observe. Notice it's there. Notice its color and shape. Breathe in. Allow it to be there. Aha. As you're sitting, are you feeling a bit uncomfortable or any tension in your shoulders? Well, imagine you can place that tension into the river. Would it hang around? Or maybe just float away in a few moments? Sending it out into the water, allowing it to be there, breathing in, aha. Again, we're not here to push those feelings away or wish they were gone or try and get rid of them. We're just here to really notice them. Spend a moment or two, explore what you're feeling, how you're doing. Any thoughts or feelings, place them on a leaf out into the water. Did your mind just wander? Did you lose focus? Did you think about the future if you have to move your car for street sweeping? If that's the case, if you're gonna get a ticket, then yes, please go move your car. Otherwise, come back to the green. Every time you notice your mind wandering, you are getting stronger. You're coming back to what's important. You are earning your green belt. Notice any judgment. Are you really living up to your values? Are you doing what's important? Of course not. Who is? Place that judgment, any sadness on a leaf. Allow it to float. Breathe in a hum. And now, as you develop here, you can notice the truth that you are not what's floating on the river. You're not even the observer watching it all. You, my dear Greenbelt, are the river itself. You have a current, a purpose. Of course, you have a mess of floating things on top: leaves, sticks, an old rubber shoe, depression and anxiety and trauma, all floating on top. But underneath, you have a current. These are values important to you, sacred. Take a moment to notice that current. It's very subtle. You may have to pretend it's there at first. That's perfectly normal and natural. Breathe in deeply. Notice the worry and doubt, but underneath that, is there a current? Is there a pull leading you to the life you want for yourself, for your community? Take the time to make room for that in your life right here and now. No, now notice you might be thinking of the future. Here's what I have to do. Here's what I need to have. That's for your future. Right here, right now, notice the current. Be the river. Notice the current. Breathe into it. Aham. Because, my dear naturalist, there will still be the stuff on the top. Nature isn't always pretty. The anxieties, the worries, the pain, what does that tell you about your current, about what's really important to you? Take a moment to allow the worries, the pain to be there. Yet, notice the current there, always flowing. You are noticing what's important. You are noticing your purpose, your current. Did you just doubt yourself that you don't have a current, you don't have a direction, that you're just full of depression and anxiety? That's okay. That's just what's floating today on the river. Notice it there. Allow it to be there. Breathe into it. Aham. And then pretend the current is there. You're just here to observe it, make room for it, allow it to be there, as if the current was a part of your body. Breathe into it. Aham. And now, as we come to a close yet again, you're walking in the field, in the distant, those distant Sierras. But all around you, there's mud and there's a swamp. Easy to get stuck, a mess everywhere. But notice in the distance your vision for your life, who you want to be, how you see yourself in your community. But that mud, it's just everywhere. It's messy, it's easy to get stuck. And the smell, wow, that is just something else. Yet notice there is something pulling you forward, forward up to those Sierras, pulling you just like the current. I want you to practice allowing the mud to be there. Maybe it's supposed to be there. Maybe it's part of your journey. Practice allowing it to be there without getting attached to it. And notice where you're headed. Notice where you want to be, as if there was a deep pull inside pulling you towards where you want to be. In your own life, notice the worry, the anxiety, the depression, but underneath that, a pull towards where you want to be. Notice the anxiety, come back to the pull. Something deep inside is pulling you forward, noticing it. Breathe into it. Aham. Noticing now it's not the mud, the swamp that's important. It's the vision, it's the pull. Noticing what's important, coming back to your body and back to your breath. Excellent job. Quality time in the green, exploring your values, your current. Next up, we travel to the beach, travel to the bay. See you soon.